He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Grabbed over the middle, and dropped. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Frazier.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in for an easy pitch and catch. He's thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots. It just puts you in nice positions on the next down's coming up.
The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. In the backfield, it's Frazier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Young. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense set on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just moving forward.
The give to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside in that cornerback.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He makes the grab, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphries. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw, it's Stockton. Extending the play. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college. You find that dude at the quarterback spot that takes you from good to great. We've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was picked just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup.
Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And he launches it for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off-play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Right to seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The give on the option. Fouls through the defense. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Reed. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Hey, we saw this QB on the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job. Getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy going to get him on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
The Bears will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To get out of their own end, they move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Got a man in Humphries. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Tosses to the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Frazier. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Dino! Lion! Gorilla!
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Here we go.
He wants to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And
they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard of bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Sauer. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Washington. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They got it at the 40. And the Bears are marching down the field. Give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab behind the line. It's Klopfenstein. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
They pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Quarterback may change this route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
All right, you got to be careful here through the quarter. Nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Black 24. Black 24.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today. They were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
29 Philly.
Might be changing the route. wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Yankee blue.
Back to throw, it's Reed. That's reeled in, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds the tight end. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And he'll just get rid of that.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the free throw.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but...
Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's throwing for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable...
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to... Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that top hard-nosed pass defense. And now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on first down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Sends it back in motion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And he bats it away, falls incomplete.
Well, give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Reed. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.